To find the tangent line for a function given an x value. Here's an example. In this problem, we have y equals x to the third plus 2x squared minus x minus 1, and we want to find the tangent line through x equals 4. So step 1 is to evaluate that function for 4, so you'll have 4 cubed plus 2 times 4 squared minus 4 minus 1. That should be 64 plus 16 times 2 is 32. And then evaluate all that left to right. 64 and 32 is 96, minus 4 is 92, minus 1 is 91. That's your y value. Find y prime, which is the first derivative of the function. That would be 3x squared plus 4x minus 1, and then the other minus 1, which is this one, is gone. This minus 1 comes from the power there, bringing it down in front of the x, which leaves a 0 power, which means it's 1. Now evaluate y prime for 4, and you'll have 3 times 4 squared plus 4 times 4 minus 1. 4 squared is 16 times 3 is 48, and then minus 16 minus 1. So 32 minus 1 is 1. Y prime is what? Oh, is it plus 16? Oh, well then that mark didn't go on there, so that changes the whole thing. That would be 64 minus 1, that's 63. Now we have our x value that was given, we found the y value, and we just found the slope. So we have 63, not 63. We have the y value, 91, equals 63 times 4, and then plus b. So that's 91 equals 63 times 4, that's 126 times 2, which is 252. Plus b. And then we'll need 91 minus 252 on the left to give us a value of what for b? Negative 161. So your final answer should be y equals the slope 63, x minus 161. Try this one. Y equals 4x squared minus 3x, and find the tangent line when x equals 5. Alright, evaluate for y of 5, and that would be 4 times 5 squared minus 3 times 5. That is 100 minus 15, which is 85. And then we need y prime, which is 8x minus 3. And evaluate y prime for 5, and that would be 8 times 5 minus 3, which is 37. So we have the x value, the y value, and the slope. So 85 equals 37 times 5 plus b. 37 times 5 is the same as 150 plus 35, so that's 185. And when you move this over to the left, you'll end up with a value of a negative 100 for b. So we'll have y equals 37x minus 100. On the practice problem, evaluate for y of 1 to get 1 cubed plus, or not 2, but 1 squared plus 1 plus 1. So that's 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 4. Now we need y prime, which is 3x squared plus 2x plus 1, and this one drops off. Evaluate y prime. For 1, you'll get 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is 6. X value, y value, slope. 4 equals 6 times 1 plus b. Clearly, b will be negative 2, so your answer is y equals 6x minus 2. Evaluate for y of negative 2 first, and that's a negative 2 cubed plus 3 times negative 2 squared minus 2 times negative 2 plus 4. So negative 2 cubed is negative 8, but you have another negative sign out there which makes it positive 8. Negative 2 squared is 4 times 3 is 12, and then negative 2 times negative 2 is 4, and then plus 4. So that would be 28 for the y value. And there's the x. Y prime is negative 3x squared plus 6x minus 2. This drops off. Evaluate for negative 2. So negative 3 times negative 2 squared plus 6 times negative 2 minus 2 is really 4 times negative 3, which is negative 12. Minus 12 minus 2 is a negative 26. That's the slope. So when we go back to solve for y equals mx plus b, we're going to have the y value, 28, equal to the slope, negative 26, times negative 2, and then plus b. And that is a positive 52 from there. Clearly from that, you're going to get a value for b, running out of room. A value of b for 24. So y equals negative 26x plus 24. Or negative 24, my fault. That should be negative 24, yes.